Dear NBC, it is with growing concern that Mike Milbury is still in your employment. This is a man who provides no real insight into the world of hockey, a man who single-handedly ruined the franchise for years, and a man who advocates dirty plays live on TV in front of millions of people. Let's take the most recent example. Game 5 of the Senators Penguins Eastern Conference Finals. Tommy Wingles delivers a blatant elbow to the head of Scott Wilson of the Penguins. Now, quite clearly, this is a dirty play that in no way should be endorsed in this league, but oh no, not on Mr. Milbury's watch. According to Captain Shu over here, Wingles should have driven through Wilson's head with more force. I wouldn't mind, but this isn't even the first time Milbury has advocated for purposeful injuring of players. Back in May 2016, Milbury made it abundantly clear that, and I quote, "If you're going to take a penalty, injure someone." Here's a classic. You ever heard of Sidney Crosby, world's best player? Well, Mad Mike over here mocked Crosby after the April Fool's Day brawl between the Penguins and Flyers. Mad Mike was laughing at Crosby's 35th concussion, whilst also calling him a punk. Classic. Nice one, Mikey. Another from this year. Devin Dubnyk misplays the puck behind the net, leading to the best GM in Islanders history to say, "We all know they're somewhat handicapped mentally anyway." In a world that is becoming more and more sensitive to mental illness and how they affect people, especially in the post-hockey world, this is just a magnificent thing for one of your panellists to say on air. And then we have the PK Subban comments, calling him a clown for doing a little dance during the warm-ups. This comment also came with the Master of Shoes proclaiming that Peter Laviolette should be giving PK, one of these top players, a rap across the head to get him in shape. These are just but a few instances of Milbury being a monumental moron, but when you dig deeper, the controversy never seems to end. Look, we all know you pay Mr. Size 10s to be controversial. It's no secret. The problem we have as a viewership is that Milbury sets a bad standard in which hockey should be viewed in. It churns my stomach to think of a young child or even an adult turning into a hockey game for the first time and having Milbury as an analyst. Not because he isn't entertaining, which he isn't anyway, but whatever. But because the people who are tuning in then come away with the wrong idea of what is acceptable and what isn't in our beloved game. Also, just while I'm on the analyst section, this is a man who, like I said at the beginning, ruined a franchise for years. The Zdeno Chara trade, the Rick DiPietro draft pick, the Osgood trade, and finally, the Luongo and Jokinen trade. What you see there is a workshop of inadequacy, unintelligence, and well, just garbage. This letter will not get Mad Mike's contract terminated, nor will you ever see it. But the evidence is there. Milbury is a dickhead. Kind regards, Connor. P.S. Never get rid of Doc though.